So hi, I'm Kishneil, and in this video, I'll show you how I made a pencil car. So my inspiration in making the design of this car was a buggy car. You know, cars like this, or this, or this, or this. Just a car made out of a frame. So that's what I did. Here's how I made a pencil car. The pencil car is made of 4 parts: the top of the body, the bottom of the body, the wheels, and these things. So, the bottom. The bottom is made of 4 8.7 cm long pencil cuts. I'll just say cm because centimeters a mouthful. Yeah. 4 3.5 cm long pencil cuts and another 4 3 cm long pencil cuts. Next, we have the top. The top is made up of 4 4.8 cm cuts, 2 2.5 cm cuts, 4 1.5 cm cuts, and 4 eraser holders. Is it called an eraser holder? Yeah, eraser holders. Next, we have the wheels. The wheels were the most hard part of this car. I used 2 8 cm cuts and 72, yes, 7 and 2, 72, 1 cm cuts for the wheels. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. That's why this was the hardest part of the car. I started with the 8 cm cuts and glued the 1 cm cuts around the edges of it, making 2 layers of pencil cuts around, the first layer having 6 pieces and the second layer having 12. I then sanded down the outer layer of the wheel and also of the 8 cm cut until they were round enough to roll. And lastly, the thingies. I don't know what you call these, so bear with me. These are made of 2 1.5 cm cuts and 1 1 cm cut. And that's about it. You put all of these together and bam! You get a pencil car! Oh, and here are some tips that I've come up with while making this project. These are just tips based on my experience on making the car. If you think any of these tips are wrong, that's cool too. Tip number 1. Use a cutter, not a saw. Again, based on my experience. I found that using the cutter gave me more precise cuts than using the saw. Tip number 2. Roll the pencil. I found that rolling the pencil while cutting was easier than just having the pencil in place. Tip number 3. Mark the pencils all the way around. This will just make sure your cuts are straight. Tip number 4. Sand it down. If you find yourself having longer cuts than the measurements you wanted, just sand it down with some sandpaper. But if it's too short, well, just do it again. And lastly, tip number 5. Glue, glue, and more glue. Don't hesitate to keep adding glue. The more glue you add, the stronger the car will be. And that's about it. Let's go to the B-roll.